In this one, we got Kyle Phillipps, Jason Frank, Matt Nevoso, Kayla Espinel, Mike Sontag, Davy Tipton, Michael Kuntz, James Rivera, Shane Ogden, Blake Raulerson, Mike Bellotti, and Tony Brown. So I may have mentioned this to you before, Dave, but Shane Ogden is Cole Ogden's dad, who Shane has been around racing RC cars at a pretty high level for a very long time.
Sure.
So he handed it straight down to Cole, and now Cole is going straight to the top.
Sure. Well, let's see what he can do in this one. Sontag, I recognize that one. Davy Tipton, you picked him earlier. Michael Kuntz has been in the mix all day. Raulerson, Bellotti was up top on one of these heats, I know that. Check the chat board. Anything these guys are talking about that marshalling and refereeing that you were talking about? There's a lot of chat on the LiveRC page about that. You guys are
I see a perfect example
talking about it.
Yeah, it is very be very controversial on how that should play out. Also, since we're talking about like that kind of thing, if you talk to a lot of the pro drivers, they have very split opinions. If they're coming up on lap traffic, some say if you're a lapper, they prefer you pull out of the racing line, get out of the way. Others say just hold your line, I'll figure out a way around you, because when you do try to pull out of the way, that's when it gets all screwed up and we all get tangled.
Sure, that's what it looks like Wheelie says, right, but if you're calling for a lapper to move out of first place, third place is also dealing with a lapper and you miss that.
Yep.
So the fairway is to not call it at all, so everyone has a different opinion on that.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's that's kind of one of those gray areas of racing, no doubt about it. My wife just came in the headset and says she is not moving. She says if you are faster, figure a way out. And that is exactly, when we race together at our local track, that is exactly, actually she doesn't drive like that at all. She drives, when I come up on her, she drives, I'm going to take this guy out.
I noticed that on the way back from the airport. We ran about 6 red lights, cut off a couple semis. Get out of the way if you are slower.
That's right. Kyle Phillipps, 3 laps into this one, going to be leading the way, 9 and a 5:09. We should probably lock the trailer door because she's going to be coming down at any point in time. Ogden in second, Mike Bellotti in third, Jason Frank in fourth, Mike Sontag in fifth, Michael Kuntz, Espinel, Raulerson, Tipton, Brown, Nevoso, and Rivera. We're looking at Kyle Phillipps as he works his way around right now. He is on a 9:5:09 pace, 0.5 of a second ahead of Shane Ogden.
I told her to turn right, she turned left. Joking.
Kyle Phillipps, 9 and a 5:09. That is going to have him 7 seconds ahead of Charles Hicks's TQ time. And I'm looking at our speed trap here, and it lists it. It's got 3 decimal points. So it says 37.200 miles per hour. I looked up there, and I thought that said that he went 200 miles an hour down the front straightaway. And I thought, man, Kyle Phillipps, he has got that motor tuned.
Well, the guy behind him did 855
yes,
miles
he did.
an hour.
Yes, 911, yeah.
There you go.
Wow, we are moving.
Track racing here in Lake City, Florida.
Yes. So Kyle Phillipps out front, 5:09 pace, still 1.3 seconds ahead of Shane Ogden in second. Fast lap on the track here, and this one a 33.7. They're starting to get down closer to the 32 and 31 second lap range here in our truck class. That right there is going to be Shane Ogden, I do believe. Maybe Kyle Phillipps. No, I think that's Shane.
So tell me about Kyle, because I haven't heard or said his name much today, but he's at the top of the board now with a minute to go. What do you know about him?
I know that he is leading this race. And
there you go, insider info.
Exactly. And I don't think that was him that went upside down. And no, it was not. He just set a new fast lap race of 33.699.
Shane Ogden, Mike Bellotti, Mike Sontag is your top 4. Jason Frank now moves into 4th.
So as they're working their way around here, 35 seconds left to go. It looks to me like your leader, the only one ahead of previous TQ time, Shane Ogden on a 9:5:17. 1 second off of Charles Hicks's 5:16 TQ. This is heat number 4. Heat number 5 going to be coming up next. Just about to the halfway mark here of our truck class qualifying.
Talking to a lot of the drivers about the track and even the facility. Everyone says they love the facility. Jared Tebow said he'd like a more technical track, but a lot of guys said they really like this track, the layout, that it flows well, and things like that. So Tebow's probably the only one that wasn't as stoked on it because he just likes a more technical style track, is what he mentioned to me.
I think it would be fair to say the recent Silver State race was held in Las Vegas at South Point Casino, and that was a very rough and gnarly technical track, and that is where he came out with the win in the Truggy class. But he definitely excels on a technical track. Same with last year's Roar Nats. It was extremely rough due to heavy rains in Indiana. Not to mention being technical, even if it wasn't rough, but it was rough too. Sure. So, yeah, I think it's fair to say that he definitely enjoys and is more in tune with technical tracks. But like you say, there's all different types of drivers out there. And I think we're seeing that. I think obviously Adam Drake is a driver that this style track, Adam Drake, Mike Truey, some of those guys, this style track appeals to them a little more as we're seeing them doing better than we've seen them do in previous years at the Roar Nats.
Adam was a great interview, some insight on some stuff that not everyone's talking about. And, like you told me, the veteran here, he's 39 years old and been around for a while. That was a really good interview. I was impressed.